Then you add in synthetic testosterone and you get a monster. I think Trt Vitor is one of the fucking scariest guys that ever did MMA.
What's up guys, Derek from ReplacePoint8.com. Today we're going to be talking about Vitor Belfort again. If you haven't seen my video on the top 5 UFC physiques that melted post USADA, I recommend you check that out, and I kind of delve into the most dramatic before and after transformations pre and post USADA, and Vitor is in the mix for obvious reasons. So there was the full-blown sauce to the gills Vitor, there was the TRT Vitor, there's the I don't know, the dad bod Vitor, and then now there's actually, it looks like Trt Vitor is back. Apparently earlier this year it became official. Former UFC champion and Brazilian legend Vitor the Phenom Belfort is signed with one championship, while the opponent has been revealed in Behemoth Elaine. I'm going to butcher this name, so I'm not even going to try. A date and venue has not been announced. Belfort has become known for his outrageous knockout power and outlandish physique, despite being in his mid-30s when seemingly being at his peak. Some of this, however, has been attributed to Vitor Belfort using testosterone replacement therapy. So this was a before and after of Vitor using TRT versus not using TRT. And prior to that, when he was really young, the guy was sauced to the gills, it seemed like. And you can see that in one of the most iconic fights when he was fighting Vanderlei Silva and ran him across the ring and knocked him out in just a matter of, less than a minute. One of the craziest knockouts in history, in my opinion. And he's one of the most exciting fighters I've ever watched, and I always really enjoyed watching him fight. So it's awesome to see him getting back in there and getting in shape. And, it was a shame to see his physique just melt like that when the guy obviously, I guess some people are going to argue that, he shouldn't be allowed to take that and blah, blah, blah. At the end of the day, I'm all for guys enhancing their performance however much they want, to be honest, as long as it's exciting. And they're mindful of their health, I guess. I don't know, I guess it doesn't matter to some people. To me though, it was just shitty to see a guy who had such explosive, exciting fights, just melt like that. So it's cool to see him kind of bounce back. And we see this image here posted on his Instagram recently in his current shape. So here he is. Visible abs, traps are popping, looking good, looking lean and mean. Obviously his physique isn't where it was, in his earliest years in the UFC, just coming up as a young gun, but he looks damn good. And honestly, it's good to see him bounce back, because I hope it's reflected in his performance, because obviously he needs the replacement therapy to maintain what he had. It's not like somebody who is, it doesn't seem to be somebody who's replacing it to replace the exact same endogenous amount you would normally produce. This guy clearly has a need for it to maintain what his prior performance and body composition was. So apparently Vitor earned a title shot upon returning to the UFC and racking up 3 straight KO wins. So it's basically just detailing his how his track record ended there. He ended his UFC run on a 1-4, 1 no contest record following the termination of his TRT. In terms of sheer physique, one would be hard pressed to find a better opponent than, I'm going to butcher this, Naglani, who has also become quite well known for the incredible shape he is in. Vitor Belfort is a legend, there's no denying that. He said to me, it's a privilege to meet him in one championship. I'm looking to redeem myself in this fight is bringing me a lot of excitement. It brings the motivation and lights a new fire in me. While there has been no official reports regarding any substances or treatments that Vitor is using, there's no doubting that his physique brings back memories of the controversial TRT treatment. So one championship is much more lenient on drug testing than the UFC apparently. So it's not, I don't think it's a coincidence that all of a sudden his physique is, pumped back up a bit. And he also so happens to be in this new league. So with that being said, I kind of reiterate the same thing I already said. It's good to see him bounce back. One of my favorite fighters. And it was a shame to see him just regress the way he did. And I hope this, allows him to perform the way that Vitor should be performing. Because one of the most exciting fighters ever. One of the craziest strikers, in my opinion. One of the fastest, how twitchy fast this guy was. The fast twitch muscle fiber, just fucking snappiness of his movements and how quick he was. It was just beautiful to see. And yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing this, and hopefully it lives up to the hype. So it should be good. So make sure you stay tuned for that. And this will probably be the first fight I watch of one championship. So I guess I'll see how that league is after this. But good acquisition getting Vitor, in my opinion. So let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Do you think he is just on TRT, or do you think he is going full blown to the gills? It's certainly possible. I don't know how lenient one championship really is, but if there was ever a time to sauce to the gills, it'd probably be now. So I don't know. Anyway, we'll see what happens. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. All the comments help the algorithm, so they're very much appreciated when you drop them down there. Please like, subscribe, check out my blog, moreplates.com. Follow me on Instagram at moreplates_moredates, Facebook, Snapchat, BitChute, Twitter, TikTok, Apple Podcasts. If you listen to the podcast, please drop a 5-star rating. It helps the algorithm there as well. If you want to support the channel, check out anything I'm associated with in the video description below. Most notably, my TRT clinic. If you are seeking hormone optimization or TRT yourself, I highly recommend you reach out. Our patient care coordinators are very well qualified to go through your bloods with you A to Z, address any imbalances or deficiencies you may have, and they reflect the level of information I put out in my videos. And I feel I have some of the best videos on the internet in hormone optimization context, or just a risk management of anabolic use, whether it be for performance enhancement or for hormone replacement therapy. In a hormone replacement therapy context though, the patient care coordinators, like I said, are very well qualified to pull everything for you, go through it A to Z. Any kind of imbalances or deficiencies that warrant medical intervention, you can then talk to the doctor about over telemedicine. It's all convenient from the comfort of your own home. Skype, FaceTime, Zoom, whatever is preferable for you. You can go through kind of a protocol for optimizing your health, and then you can save $50 off your first order with the coupon code MPMD50. And anything else I'm associated with in the video description below, you can check that out as well. Thank you guys for watching. Talk to you soon.